Hello guys, welcome to my class Cypress from Zero to Hero. And in this lesson we will talk about how to prepare a development environment so you'll be able to follow the class. So for this class you will need to install three components. We will need Node.js to run a JavaScript applications. We need to install Git to manage our code and be able to clone the project from the GitHub. And we need to install integrated development environment, which will be a Visual Studio Code. So let's start with Node.js. I opened the Google Chrome and in the search bar just type Node.js. Click enter and the very first link we see nodejs.org. I click on that and on the home page you have an option for downloading the Node.js. So you have LTS version and current version. Do not install the current version. Always use LTS version, which is recommended for the most of the users and which is the most stable. As of today, the version of Node.js is 18, but over time you may see higher versions. Just make sure you download the LTS version. So you just click on that and browser will download for you an installation package. Click on this package and just follow the instruction. Pretty much use all the default values. Click continue, continue, agree on the license, install. I need to enter my password. And installation is complete. Now installer is offering me, do I want to keep it or move to trash? I want to keep it. If you are a Windows user, you will have exactly the same process. The download manager will download the package for Windows. You just open it and follow the default commands and just completing the installation for your computer. All right, the next step will be Git. So the same thing, we go to the Google search bar and search Git. Make sure you will not search GitHub. We are looking for Git. Click enter and the very first link is git-scm.com. Click on that and we're looking for downloads section over here. And in download section, again, download the version for your operation system. If you are a Mac user, download for Mac OS. If you're a Windows user, download for Windows. If you are on Mac computer, the recommended approach would be to use a Homebrew. So what is Homebrew? Let me click on this link. Homebrew is a package manager, which is very convenient to install different packages just with a single command line. And here is how to do it. You just simply copy this line, go to the terminal, paste it in your terminal, and execute. And Homebrew will be installed to your system. Since I already have it, I will not execute it again, but this is the process how to install the Homebrew. After that is done, you just simply run this command brew install git in the same terminal and Git will be installed to your computer. If you are a Windows user, here you just simply click on Windows and here you will have two different options. 32-bit setup or 64-bit setup. Most likely it's gonna be a 64-bit setup, standalone installer. Just click on that. It will download an installer for you, the exe file. You just run it, execute, and Git will be installed as well. So moving on, the next step, we need to download Visual Studio Code. Again, go into the Google search bar and type Visual Studio Code. And the very first link redirect us to the main page. Here is pretty much the same straightforward process. You select which operating system you have. For macOS user, you download a stable version of the installer. For the Windows user, you also download a stable version of the installer, run this installation, execute, and you will have a Visual Studio Code on your computer. After you've done all that, we need to make a little verification. So we go to our programs and run Visual Studio Code. So you should see a window something like this, or you should see a welcome window if you open it for the first time. Then we go to the terminal. Here, click on the terminal new terminal, and let's just verify that the packages are installed successfully. So we need to check is node version node-v, and we can see the terminal showing that currently node 18 is installed on the computer. And the same thing we do for Git, just to validate that Git is installed. We type git --version, enter, and we see that Git version, in my example, it's 235.1. All right, guys, we are all set and ready to move forward to the next lesson.